y'all, what's going on? It's your girl Dachka again, and it's another film day for me. I'm just gonna touch on some topics today that I learned this week that I feel like some entrepreneurs may need to learn. One of the things that I'm going to be talking about today is the difference between competition and creation. So a lot of the times we get to this point in our entrepreneurial journey that we start looking around at what everybody else is doing and we stop focusing on our goal. And I realized that along this entrepreneurial journey that sometimes you do compare yourself. But I wanted to share something with you guys that would actually help that. So I was actually reading some of the stuff from The Science of Getting Rich, which is actually one of Bob Proctor's books, spin-off of Wallace D. Wattles' The Science of Getting Rich. He was speaking about how this substance that actually creates us, and that's in all of us, which we refer to as God, the universe, the supreme power, wants us to be creators because he created us, or she created us, whatever you believe in their image. So, meaning that if you're a creator, you're just as powerful as your creator. So your destiny is to be creative. So learning that, I realized that a lot of the times we forget to create and actually is so focused on actually our competitors or beating the odds of something else that we lose sight and focus of being creative. And what I learned was that being competitive actually makes things worse for you. And here's how. If you're designed to be a creator, right, you can't worry about things that are already created. So a lot of these people who are competitive, they're being competitive of things that have already been created. So, which also gives us the vibe that there's a lack of things in the universe, and that in order for us to get ahead, we have to take from somewhere else, when that in fact is not true, and that there is more than enough for everybody. There's abundant of things for everyone, actually, and that we think these things because we just don't know, or we just a product of our environment, and we been built this way for a long time. So a lot of times we get caught up in being competitive, and that actually really hurts us in the long run. And I'm learning from doing my studies, a lot of my personal development, that your mission is to be a creator. A lot of the things that you come up with are not going to look like what everybody else has, or are not going to be what everybody else has, because they're meant for you to do them. I do believe that there's people in this universe that have created things, and we're meant to enhance those things, not necessarily fight over them, but actually enhance things. So, example, Elon Musk. He is into the whole SpaceX. Everybody knows that, but all that knowledge and science came from the people before him, and those are the people who he looked up to. So, being that he used those creators and those people who are creative and looked up to that to create his own way of being from that, but he was just being inspired. And I think a lot of the times through our journey, we confuse those things. You know, we make the people that we actually look up to a competition when they don't have the same kind of mind that we do, the same kind of beautiful mind that we do. And the reason why competition will never work, like I said before, is because you're meant to be creative. These things are already created. You're fighting over things that are already done. There's no way that you're going to have anything of enough if you're going to be constantly fighting and being in competition with someone else. So it actually damages us in the end if you actually end up not winning anything. So a lot of times athletes, they have that goal to win, either if it's in football, Super Bowl, or if it's in basketball, championship, or any sports, is always that championship moment. But a lot of the times, people are not fulfilled after. You know what I mean? You get a lot of these times that, yeah, you may have won one year, but next year it's going to be just as hard because it's just a competition. And that's why a lot of times people say, don't be so emotional because it's just a competition. Meaning that this thing has already been created. There's no other level to it. Once you meet the max level to it, that's it. You know what I mean? There's nothing else past that. All the other things you're going to have to create. And that's the lesson that I've learned today, actually for the week. And I've always known these things, but sometimes when you go back and read these things, it kind of revamps your mind, realigns your mindsets, and give you another different type of perspective so you can make different decisions on your journey. So my advice to you guys is to just concentrate on being creative. Concentrate on your craft. Don't allow the distractions to get you out of your path. Don't allow what somebody else is doing to influence what you got going on. Because maybe it is so that you are meant to design something completely different that may end up changing the world someday. So why would you be stuck on what someone else would be doing? Because maybe that's their design to change their world one day. And so it's just a short video, guys, but I just wanted to share that with you. This is what I learned this week. I told you guys I'd be doing this every week, so that's it. You can actually go and get The Science of Getting Rich by Bob Proctor or Wallace D. Wattles. Really, really, really good read. I'm not going to spoil it for you guys, but I encourage you guys to go out there and get it.